Hello everyone and welcome to this month's best and worst of beauty. It is November, if you can't tell from my little baby calendar back there. You know, the image changes. Does anyone notice that? I don't know that you can actually read that it says November on there. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's an old calendar. It's not even for this year, but it's November, you guys. Holy cannoli. Here goes this year. By 2017, we are almost into 2018. That's weird to say. And the weather is definitely reflecting in the fact that it's November. I have like no daylight now, ever. It's just cloudy and gloomy here in Minnesota and snowy. But hey, that's Minnesota for ya. I've got my typical roundup of 10 products here that I was using this past month. I've got some awful products and I've got some like holy grail, top tier, fantastic products. So I'm really excited to share all of that with you guys. These videos are always super duper long, so go ahead, grab a drink, grab a snack, whatever you need, cozy on up, and let's just sing the song together and then we can get on into it, start climbing the pyramid. It's the best and worst of beauty, whether good or bad, here's the down and dirty. So to start off, you guys, the very bottom of the pyramid, my least favorite product that I've used in quite a long while, and I'm really sad about it because this product, I feel like gets so much hype about it just being the best pencil to use in your waterline ever. Not for me, not for Cassie's super duper watery eyes. This is the Marc Jacobs Eyeliner Gel Crayon. This is the black one, the shade Blacker, and this is just a deluxe sample, but like I said, I was really excited to have this and to try it out because I have heard so many people just rave about this product. Like, it stays put in your waterline, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, blah 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 blah. This is a smudgy mess on me, you guys. Like, truthfully, this is awful. Like, one of the worst liners I've used in my waterline. I mean, initially, it's good, don't get me wrong. But within the first like couple hours of having it on, it just ends up everywhere around my eye, like in the inner corners and on my lid. Like, I don't know how this gets to the places that it gets, but it gets everywhere on me, and that's just a darn shame. And with a black liner, I can't be having that. You know, maybe if it was a nude one, it would be okay because I wouldn't be able to notice it as much, but with black, you can definitely tell. Otherwise, it's a good pencil. Like, it goes on nice and creamy and everything. I loved that it was retractable. Like, it's a twisty uppy, twisty downy. And like I said, I'm glad this works for a lot of other people, but for me, it was a no-go. So you guys should let me know. Am I alone? Am I the only one that doesn't like this liner? I feel like the only people I ever hear talk about this liner are people that love it. So I would love to know if there are people that had a not similar experience, aka had my experience, because I feel very alone in not liking this pencil. I mean, it's okay either way, but I tried this a few times and it was a few times too many. A few too many days did this liner wreck my eye makeup and just makeup in general, but either way, bottom of the pyramid, that's for darn sure. And next up, you guys, I am so sad about this product. Did you see it? Did you get a little peekaroonie here in the bottom of the screen? I wanted this product to work because it does work. This foundation is beautiful. This is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation infused with peach and sweet fig cream. It's oil-free, 14-hour wear, oil controlling, photo-friendly. You guys, this foundation is amazing on oily skin like mine. It really does. It goes on super beautifully. It's got a nice coverage to it. It looks super natural, I would say, throughout the day. Like, once your oils start coming through in the beginning, it looks ultra matte, but it does get better as the day goes on, I think, because I just don't really like that ultra matte look. But you guys, this breaks me out horrendously. Like, so badly. And I'm so bummed about that. Like, really bad cystic acne. The worst. I haven't had pimples as bad as this gave me in a long time. I don't know that that was proper English, but you get the picture, right? Like, this just brought me back to my college days, to my high school days, to my days where I was sad with really bad acne. So I can't use this anymore. I don't know if it was the scent of it, which is strange because, as you'll see in another product from this line that has the same scent, it doesn't break me out, but this one did horribly. it performed beautifully, but the after effect is a no thank you. I just can't with this, and it makes me really sad. I even like went through the trouble of going and exchanging my shade because I had originally gotten a different shade than this one. I think I had gotten vanilla, and this one is the shade Snow. It's the lightest shade that they have, which is sad. I mean, that definitely goes to show that their shade range is not the best for this foundation, but I shouldn't have even exchanged it because this was definitely the culprit in breaking me out horrendously. I can't use it. So that's a bummer. I hope one of my friends will like this instead of me. From here on out, you guys, and really even with the last product, it's like these are decent products, but I personally didn't get on so well with these. These were the eyeshadow palettes that I was testing out for the majority of this month. I don't have these on my eyes today. I have had to move on to the next eyeshadow palette that I will be reviewing for you all very, very soon here. But these are the Lorac Unzipped Sunset palettes. So there's the desert, the mountain, and the ocean sunset. I really was excited about these. I have always wanted to try Lorac shadows, and I just haven't been quite jazzed enough with their palettes to actually buy them. Like, you know, their pro palettes and stuff, like they're pretty, but I guess I've never been like, ooh, I want the thing, you know? Like, it looks like it would be nice to have, but I never felt like, excuse me, I just spit everywhere, but I never felt like I really needed those. You know what I mean? But these ones, the colors were just so beautiful. They really do invoke like that sunset type of a feeling. Just look at that, you know? Beautiful. But unfortunately, the shadows, I mean, they're okay. They're messy. They're very messy. I mean, if you guys want like a super detailed review of these, I did do one of my very long reviews where I do swatches, I do tutorials and everything, so you can see these in action. So definitely go ahead and check that out. As always, I will have pertinent videos and stuff linked in cards when I can, and also down in the description below. But these are just really messy. There's a lot of kickback. Some of them have terrible fallout no matter what you do, and it just gets all over your face. I would say if you're gonna get any of the three, the desert one was definitely my favorite, and I can see this one being really versatile. Like, you could definitely get a bunch of looks out of this, I would say, but like not enough to justify the price, especially with the cardboard packaging. This is all bendy and there's no mirror and stuff. It does have a nice magnetic closure, I will give it that. The mountain is the cool palette out of the bunch, and it is pretty, but it's very monotonous in the shades on this side, where I don't feel like I can get a ton of looks out of this palette. And again, I think these are like $42. No. I need to be able to create more than like 3 looks with a $42 palette. And then the Ocean Sunset palette was definitely my least favorite. This one just did not blend together well. It muddied really badly together. The longevity was really good on these shadows. They lasted all day. They blended really nicely for the most part. I mean, granted, some of them blended a little too much and then they muddied. But yeah, I can't recommend these palettes, and a lot of people said in the comments of that review video of mine that they felt the same way, and they love the original Lorac palettes. So I know a lot of people said, Cassie, don't give up on Lorac yet. I won't, you guys, I promise. You know, I feel like there are definitely those companies where their limited edition releases are not so great compared to their permanent line. So unfortunately, it sounds like that was the case with these palettes, and these are nowhere near the typical standard of Lorac shadows. I just think it's a shame because, I mean, these are pricey shadows per gram and everything, and I was really excited to try them out, but they just didn't do it for me. I mean, they were okay, but like, I would much rather buy something else, like anything else. And then the last thing here on the bottom of my pyramid, this is one of those products where initially I was quite jazzed with this product and I thought it was a good one, but with this whole month of testing it out, I mean, it's okay. This is one of the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter Duos. This one is in the Mean Money and Hustla Baby, and it's really pretty. I love the packaging. It's got the octagonal packaging here. It's a like acrylic plastic and everything, but it does have, it's not a hollow effect, an opalescent, I guess, if you're not going to be able to see it, but in real life it does, and it's really pretty. It's very subtle, but I do like the packaging. It's got a nice big mirror in here, and the actual 2 colors, the two highlighters, I was gonna call these shadows, are very pretty. One of them is definitely a lot more blingy. Hustla Baby is much more of a metallic type of a highlighter, and then the Mean Money shade is a much softer, diffused type of a look. And I do like that, you know, that you have the two options. You could do just one, or you could do like I do, where I mix them. I personally like to swipe on Hustla Baby with my finger and then blend it out with a brush that has Mean Money on it, and I think it makes a really nice subtle-ish highlight on the cheeks. I know a lot of people were like, how can Cassie make these highlighters look so subtle? I don't know. I guess it's a talent of mine because a lot of people, you know, with Rihanna's highlighters, it's like shebang, and I mean, I could do a shebang with these, but that's just not the look that I go for. But overall, I mean, they're good highlighters, I guess, you know, like they blend out nicely and everything, but I don't know, something about this duo, and this is totally just a personal opinion, but something about it, it's like, you know, sometimes you put on a makeup product and it's like, this is it. This is fantastic. I can't describe why it's fantastic, but I love this. I don't get that feeling with this. It's okay, like it lasts throughout most of the day. Like I said, it blends and applies really nicely, but it just doesn't jazz me. That's all. And so, like I said, I mean, it's totally a personal opinion. I know lots of people love these highlighters, and when I first did my full face of first impressions on the Fenty Beauty line, I did really like this highlighter. But like I said, with continued use, I mean, it's okay. But it's just okay. And now moving on up to the second tier of the pyramid, I have got another product where it's like prolonged use. It's a good way to review products. I mean, first impressions are still good. I still really like first impressions. But sometimes our feelings can change once we try something out more than once. So here I have got the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra-Longwear Foundation in the shade 1N1 Crème. I have such mixed feelings about this foundation, you guys. I like it, but I don't love it. And I feel like if I weren't forcing myself to use this, like, you know, so that I could give this a review here at the end of the month, I feel like I would have rather have reached for my Revlon Color Stay. And I think that says a lot. I mean, this is what, like a $40-some foundation? This is the thing, you guys. It's fantastic for like the first 4 or so hours that I wear it. Beautiful. It really is a flawless fusion on your skin. It looks super natural, super beautiful. I really, really love it, and it feels super lightweight. However, with my super duper oily skin, something just doesn't sit quite right with this. I mean, it does sit. It does. I feel conflicted. So conflicted. I doubt I would ever be able to wear this in the summer. I feel like it's one of those foundations that would just slide off eventually, you know, once my oils come through. Because that's the problem. Once my oils come through, it's the type of foundation, like right now, after applying, it feels good. It feels secure. But once my oils come through, it's like it lifts the foundation, and then if I touch my face even slightly or on accident, whatever, it smears off. Now granted, I have to give it credit, because even when I do touch my face slightly and I see that it's on my fingers, I can't see that it's smudged off on my actual face. So I have to give it credit there. However, it also, with my oils, once those come through, it tends to look a bit cakey, like around my mouth area. So I don't know. I'm, like I said, this is why this is like in the middle of my pyramid. I'm very conflicted because it does look gorgeous like right now and when I initially applied it, but I know later on today I'm not going to be loving it so much. And for an expensive foundation, I just, like I said, there's something like Revlon Color Stay that I can get at the drugstore for 10, 12 bucks, and that will be good on me no matter what time of day it is, however long it has been since I first applied it, you know? Then next up on this second tier of my pyramid, you guys, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I had gotten very out of masking my face. You know, I've got tons of face masks. I used to use them religiously every single week because I used to have very awful skin. However, once I cleared up my skin, I got very lazy about it. I shouldn't have, but I did. But since I used that Too Faced foundation a few times and my skin was just in a horrendous state, I fell back in love with this mask, you guys. If you have oily, acne-prone skin, you need this mask. This is the Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask to Clear Pores. This is a tried and true. I've been using this mask for years. Seriously, I feel like maybe a year into my YouTube channel was when I first tried this out, and ever since I've always had a tube of this in my medicine cabinet. I've probably gone through at least 4 or 5 bottles, and you get a ton of product in here. I mean, you definitely get at least like 20, 30 masks in this, I would say. You don't need a ton, but it's one of those masks that you just smear all over your face and then it dries really, really dry after about 20 minutes, half hour, and you wash it off and oh my gosh, you guys, your skin just feels so nice. It feels like a relief when you wash this off. Like before you put it on, you're feeling down, you're feeling all of your pimples on your face, you just feel crap about yourself, and then you put this on and it gets all nice and dry and tight, and then you wash it off and it's just like your skin just feels so calm and so balanced, and it definitely does help to, like, I mean, it doesn't get rid of your pimples, but I definitely feel like it helps to calm the pimples down and heal quicker. This is this. Like I said, cannot recommend it enough. And after this month with my horrible bout of breakouts once again, I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it was worse than I've had in a long time. I fell back in love with this mask. It is really, really good. Highly recommend it. One of my favorite masks ever. From here on out, you guys, I mean, even with that last one, these products making up the rest of the pyramid, I'm just like so happy with them. I've got another one of the peach products from the Sweet Peach Fig infused line of products from Too Faced. This is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder infused with peach and sweet fig cream. If you have oily skin, you need this powder. All of the tapping on this, you guys, like, it deserves all of the taps. Tappy tap, tappy tap, clappy clap, yes. Yes. The only reason I put this down a bit compared to other products is that it smells. It's got the scent to it. It's very heavily fragranced. I just think it's worth going in store if you can and smelling it before you buy it, because it's not my favorite scent. It's not awful, but it's heavy. It's very cloyingly sweet, very rich, I guess, and it's just a lot. Thankfully, it goes away after you put it on and everything, but since it is a powder and you're like dusting it all over your face, it gets in your nostrils, it gets in your mouth if you're a mouth breather or if you're talking when you're doing it, and you can taste it. Now granted, it tastes like candy, but once you get it up in your nose and like it kind of stays back there, you know, and you like will sniff throughout the day and you're like, oh god, why do I all of a sudden feel like I snorted a pixie stick? Well, it's because you still had some of this in your nose. Some people love the scent of this. Like I said, it's not my favorite, but I get over it because this powder, so good. It instantly just like ultra mattifies your skin, but not in a way that looks fake and too matte. Like, it's matte, but in a natural-ish kind of way, and then throughout the day it looks so natural and nice. I adore this powder. I love the packaging of it. It's very like, and I know, poof, that just and I breathed it in. But I love the packaging. It's got a lifty uppy lid. Oh, am I going on the wrong side? Sure am. It's got a lifty uppy lid, so it keeps all of the powder, you know, in there instead of all over the place. I mean, like I said, I'm not being a great example here because I can be a bit messy with my powder. But overall, I love the packaging of it. I love the actual powder. It is, like I mean, if you have oily skin, you need to try that powder. It's really, really good stuff, regardless of the smell. But I mean, if you love the smell, you're gonna love this a million times more than I do, and I already love it a lot. So definitely worth a shot. Highly recommend from this oily skinned girl. And now moving on up to the second to the top tier of the pyramid here, I have got a product that is ultra super duper cheap, and oh my gosh, it works so freaking well. This is one of the AOA Studio sponges. This is the black one. I hear the color makes a difference to some people the colors all work the same, but these come from Shop Miss A, where I think everything is $1. These are definitely $1. and this works so freaking well. I did a whole sponge smackdown on this where I compared this to a beauty blender, and it works just as well. There are definitely differences. This one is a lot more dense. It has gotten a lot less dense with continued use. Like, it feels a lot less like I'm smacking a rock against my face. I mean, it never felt like a rock, but you know, compared to the beauty blender, it felt very, very dense against my face, but it has loosened up with use. This one is a lot less porous than the beauty blender, and that makes it, I mean, I think you can see it's like the foundation doesn't get absorbed into this as much. So I feel like I'm not wasting as much foundation. I think it blends gorgeously on the skin, like just as easy as a beauty blender, and it's $1. $1 makes me holla. It's been a while since I have done, I don't know that I've ever done a Honey Boo Boo reference actually, but hey, I guess if any time, now's a great one. Holla dollar, holla dollar. Okay, this is getting cringy. Let's move on. And second to the top on the pyramid here, I have got a hair product here. I have been getting compliments up the wazoo this month about my hair, and I truly do think it's all thanks to this product. I did a whole review on this product as well, but this is the Hue ACV Apple Cider Vinegar Hair Rinse. This is a shampoo and conditioner substitute. I got this in a FabFitFun box, and a lot of you really, really wanted me to test this out. So I did a whole video on it, and I've been using it this month. You can see I'm that far down. I'm almost halfway, I would say. And you guys, I love this stuff. I have been this month working out again, which has felt really good. I had gotten lazy the past couple months, but this month I restarted again, working out 6 times a week, and so it's tough for me because I need to shower after I work out. I'm not one of those people that can just wash my hair off with water and then it's not greasy afterward. I need to shampoo and condition it. However, I also know that that's very bad for your hair to do that every single day. So I was like, well, shoot, it sounds like this might be a perfect thing to start using, you know? So I use this now, like I would say either shampoo this, or else shampoo, apple, apple, shampoo, apple, apple. Does that make sense? I don't really have a rhyme or reason to it. I just kind of do it that way. You guys, my hair is so much less greasy just in general. Like, I feel like I always used to get really greasy hair really quickly. I feel like this has extended my non-greasiness. Before, it was like after the 12-hour mark of washing, my hair would start to feel a little bit greasy. I would say for the full first 24 hours, my hair does not feel greasy at all since using this. Woohoo! It's very strange to use this at first. I've gotten used to it now, but I just kind of use the tip to like squirt this in my hair in a bunch of different places, and then I just kind of scrub it into my scalp. It's got a very slight lather to it, but not too much. You guys, it does smell like vinegar, so like be prepared. But thankfully, once you wash it out and everything, like my hair doesn't smell like vinegar. It's just while you're actually doing it. It is very potent for sure. But I've asked people. They have no idea that I started using this, and I'd be like, can you smell my hair? Does my hair smell like anything? And they'll be like, no. And I'll be like, great, that is the perfect answer. So I will absolutely be purchasing this once this runs out. Probably I am going to try, because a lot of people said that, you know, just using, I think, part water, part apple cider vinegar. I have to like look into it more, but I've heard that that works just as well as this stuff, so I want to try that and see if it compares. If it's not quite the same, I'll definitely buy this one. I just feel like there's no way, because this has a ton of different argan oil and aloe vera and stuff. I feel like this has got like some hydrating good stuff in it that just apple cider vinegar and water wouldn't have, but who knows? Like I said, I'm gonna have to try it out, but as of right now, this stuff is fantastic, and I would highly, highly recommend it. And now, phew, are you guys still with me? Top of the pyramid here. Did I just give it away? I had it in my hands, or I had some of them in my hands. I was lucky enough to get sent the full range of these products. I did a whole video swatching and reviewing this stuff. Hoo-hoo! This is not the full range, but these are a few of my favorite colors. You guys, I know. I was way over the matte liquid lip trend as well, but then L'Oreal sent me these. I don't want to wear any other lipstick other than these. These are phenomenal. Not just fantastic, phenomenal. Best liquid matte lipstick I've ever used in my life. So good. I have one of the colors on today. So good, it took my voice away, my goodness, not just my breath. These are the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipsticks. The shades that I grabbed here are Cowboy, Nudist, and Shakedown. So gorgeous, so perfect. I mean, these just go on so smooth and creamy, so opaque. There are a couple or a few shades in the line. Definitely watch that swatch video because you'll see there were a few that were a bit patchier. They were the more deeper purple shades, I feel like. But these like normal color shades and like the red shade and everything. Be still my heart. But like careful because these might actually stop my heart. They are so freaking good. So good, you guys. Like I can't help but yell about that. I've eaten sub sandwiches with these on and it doesn't look like any of my lipstick comes off afterward. I've eaten spaghetti with this lipstick on. It still looks perfect afterward. What is the sorcery in these lipsticks? These are comfy. My lips rarely feel dry throughout the day. If they do start to feel a little dry towards the end of the day, it's just you lick your lips and you're totally fine. These don't have a grit to them. They are not dry feeling. They actually feel really nice and soft. They are sticky. I do have to put that out there because it is very annoying within the first couple hours because it is, you know? And then your lips stick together. Thankfully, once you wear it, it's barely sticky at all. Like as I'm talking and saying barely, you know, my lips don't stick together now. It's just, these are perfect. Like I said, I don't want to wear any other lip products because these are just so good and I don't have to worry about touch-ups or anything. Like I said, I can eat a freaking bowl of spaghetti like an absolute slob and my lipstick still looks perfect when I'm done. I can savor a sub sandwich and I can keep my lipstick on and not have to worry about it being all over my face at the end. Like these are so good. I can't recommend them enough. Drugstore, what? L'Oreal, out of the park. So that is it, you guys. That was my best and worst of beauty for the month of October here in 2017. As I said, it was a long video. I'm sorry about that. I know some of you do enjoy these long videos though, so thank you. October was a great month of ups and downs for sure, but for the most part, it was a good month as far as I can remember. I was able to hit a huge milestone here on my YouTube channel. I was able to hit 250,000 subscribers thanks to you guys. I am so grateful and I'm just so happy to be where I am in my YouTube journey and everything. I am so thankful to have you guys as a part of my channel, you know, sharing beauty tips and advice and products and everything with each other and just sharing love and kindness and light. I'm very thankful, like I said, so I hope you all had a wonderful month of October. I hope you got some good product reviews here from me, some products you might want to purchase for yourself, and also some products that you might want to avoid in the future. If you did enjoy this video, found it helpful, whatever the case may be, please do go ahead, give me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content from me in the future. You can become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I would love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!